Let me tell you something that most men never figure out. Women don't fall for money. Not really. It might impress them, it might attract them, but it doesn't keep them. What keeps them, what makes them look at a man with desire, respect, and obsession, are three deeper, older forces. Forces that have nothing to do with your bank account and everything to do with your character. These are things the Stoics understood long before dating apps, luxury brands, or influencer culture ever existed. And if you get these three things right, you won't just attract women, you'll command their admiration. Let's get into it. Powerful emotional control. The first thing women love more than money is a man who can command his emotions. Not suppress them, command them. He doesn't lose control when he's angry. He doesn't beg when he's afraid. He doesn't act out when he's insecure. That level of internal stability, that's magnetic. Think of Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome. He had absolute power, but he never let it poison his soul. He remained calm under pressure, steady in storms. Why? Because he understood the first battle is always inside, and women, especially feminine women, are drawn to that kind of inner stillness. They may not say it, they may not even fully understand it, but they feel it. You walk into a room, you don't say much. You're not chasing validation, you're just present, calm, centered. She feels that. She doesn't know why, but suddenly she's curious. That's the power of unshakable presence, and that's why a Stoic man who's mastered himself becomes unforgettable. This doesn't mean you never feel. It means you feel fully, but you don't let feelings hijack your behavior. That kind of discipline is rare, and that rarity is attractive. When a man is ruled by emotion, he's unstable. When he masters emotion, he's irresistible. Purpose-driven life. The second thing women love more than money is a man with mission. Not hustle, not a side gig, a purpose. Most men drift through life like leaves in the wind, chasing status, trying to impress, living without spine. But the Stoic man, he wakes up every day with a reason to move, a cause he serves, something bigger than himself. Epictetus was born a slave, yet he became one of the most influential philosophers in history. Why? Because he found meaning in suffering. He turned pain into principle. That's what purpose does. It anchors you. And women? They respond to that deeply. Because when a man is guided by purpose, he doesn't chase women. He doesn't fold under pressure. He walks with direction. And that direction is what makes him attractive. Imagine a man who says, "I'd love to see you, but I'm building something that matters right now. Maybe later." That's not arrogance. That's power. That's a man who respects his mission more than temporary attention. And women feel that. They lean in, because they want to be chosen by a man who doesn't need them, but who values them. Purpose creates focus. Focus creates power. And power attracts. A man on a mission doesn't just walk differently. He lives differently. He doesn't have time for drama. He doesn't need approval. He is already fulfilled. And that fulfillment makes him magnetic. Women may flirt with chaos, but they invest in direction. Depth of presence. The third thing women secretly crave more than money is presence. Real presence, not distracted, not scrolling, not half listening. When a Stoic man is with you, he's with you. His eyes don't dart around. His energy doesn't feel scattered. He listens, he watches, he understands. That kind of focus, it's intoxicating. Seneca once said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." That's what most men do. They spread their attention so thin, they lose themselves. But not the Stoic. The Stoic man brings his full self to the moment, and that's rare. When you sit across from a woman and your phone is off, your eyes are locked, your energy calm. You're not just a man, you're a force. She feels safe, she feels seen, and no amount of money can buy that. Presence is about depth, not duration. You don't need hours to make an impact. You need intensity, you need attentiveness. That's what leaves a mark. Most men are too anxious to be present. They're too needy, too insecure. But a Stoic man? He's centered. He's whole. He's not trying to impress, he's just there, fully. And that kind of presence? It seduces without a single word. These are the ancient attractors. Money might impress, looks might catch the eye, but presence, purpose, and emotional mastery, they strike the soul. That's what women truly remember. That's what lingers long after you're gone. So don't chase more things. Build more depth. The Stoics weren't trying to be attractive. They were trying to be excellent. And in doing so, they became magnetic. That's the secret. That's the game. Build presence like Seneca. Pursue purpose like Epictetus. Control yourself like Marcus. Become the kind of man money can't buy. And here's the twist most men never realize. When you stop chasing women and start chasing mastery, women chase you. Not because you're playing games, but because your energy is rare. You become the exception, the outlier, the mystery. You become the man who doesn't need attention because he already has peace. And peace, in this noisy, distracted, validation-hungry world, is pure power. So if you want to become irresistible, stop trying to impress women. Impress yourself. Wake up earlier, train harder, read more, speak less, think deeper, create something, build discipline, move with clarity, live with courage. That's the true seduction. That's what commands desire. Because women don't just want a man with resources. They want a man who is the resource. Be that man. This is the Stoic Sensei. If you're ready to become a man of depth, not distraction, subscribe and share this with someone who thinks wealth equals worth. Don't just scroll to the next video. If this hits something in you, subscribe to the Stoic Sensei. This is where men come to get sharpened, not softened. Share this with a guy who thinks women love Lambos more than leadership. You might just save him from a lonely life. The final point is this. These three things, they're not just about attracting women. They're about becoming a man you respect in the mirror. That's the goal. That's the life. Live it. Breathe it. Own it. And remember, when you master presence, purpose, and emotional control, she'll do anything to keep you, even let you in, on the first night. Now let's go one layer deeper. Because the truth is, these three traits, emotional control, purpose, and presence, they're not tactics. They're not just strategies to get laid faster. They're foundations of a life well lived. And that life? It has gravity. You don't need to seduce. Your existence becomes seductive. Women are intuitive. They can feel when a man is faking it. They can sense when he's putting on a mask just to manipulate. But when it's real, when your purpose is etched into your spine, when your discipline radiates from your habits, when your stillness calms the room, then you don't try to attract. You pull. This is the magnetic field of the Stoic, the warrior philosopher, the modern-day Marcus, the grounded, noble, patient force that refuses to beg, chase, or fold. You don't need tricks. You need principles. So let this be your reminder. If she sees that you don't react when tested, she'll test you more. If she sees that you stay calm in chaos, she'll admire you. If she feels that your attention is rare, she'll crave it. And if she senses that your purpose is unshakable, she'll want to walk beside it, but only if you let her. That's the final truth. A woman doesn't want to own a strong man. She wants to earn him. She wants to feel that he's choosing her from a place of abundance, not need. So don't give away your strength. Guard your time. Guard your mission. Guard your energy. And if a woman aligns with your path, not your ego, then welcome her. But never stray from the mission. Because when you live by the principles of Stoicism, when you prioritize strength of character over shallow validation, when you value your own peace over fleeting pleasure, you don't just become attractive, you become unstoppable. And that is the man she'll never forget. The one who didn't need her to feel powerful, because he already was. Live like that. Think like that. Move like that. and the rest will take care of itself.